I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.
What's good, family? Happy to be back again for another episode of Top 5 Live, even though technically I'm still in Facebook jail. But that's neither here nor there. Uh,
By the
this,
way, I just want to point out that last week, literally last show, I said Morgan get put in Facebook jail more than anybody I know.
this time, did you read what I got put in there for?
Yeah, I did. It don't matter. You find the most creative ways for them to hate
Me? I'm not
you.
finding the ways, bro. I'm being normal, and they're just like, nah, my guy, you can't be normal on Facebook. And then they block. Like, I don't ever get put off for like cussing somebody out or calling somebody something crazy or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever get put out for stuff like that. It's always some like I literally was playing Peter in a play, and I'm referencing said play, and they were like, nah, my guy. There's nothing I can do. I can't talk Bible. I can't talk football. I can't talk political stuff. I can't talk religion. It's okay.
I told you the solution. The fourth time you got Facebook banned.
I forgot what it
is. You
Just
need
stop
to take
talking.
over, you need to take over another platform. I told you. Between the three of us, between me, you, and Wally, y'all need to let me handle TikTok. You handle Twitter, and let Wally have Instagram. And we just do like that. Tackle it threefold.
I would handle.
Yeah, Twitter got a lot more lenient standards for you.
I would handle Twitter if like it's so hard to like get people to see what you post on Twitter at all. So I mean, I don't know. I'll attempt to work on it. Oh, Imani, don't do this.
He's not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Not do this. Okay?
You're not wrong.
We ain't even
just
got
went through
no
this week. You just went through this week.
We have not even gotten into any topics, and you guys really want to come for me on basketball of all things? Are you kidding me? Don't do that. Don't bring that type of smoke to your table.
Shout out to Travis Gibb real quick. Orange Cone Productions, Granite State Park. This was quick.
Okay.
I just backed this probably a month ago, and we had him on. We had him on the Four Tales podcast, and it already came.
Hey, he's stepping on it, man. Want to make sure everybody get their stuff. That's what's up. Shout out Travis. I seen him around these Facebook streets. You know what I'm saying? On indie comic streets. We're on episode 39.
39. Jeez.
39 of them things. You know what I'm saying? Next week, like we legit might need to get some confetti or something next week.
Now you hold off that for 50, man. That's 50.
You're right. You're right. I might for 50. I might go to the studio. I might be in the studio for that show.
Wait, 50 is that would be 11 weeks away. So that's
pretty much 3 months.
3 months. Man, listen, 50. If I can find the money, I might have to come down to NC for that one. We might have to do a live one for that one. We might have to kickstarter that one. So give me a ticket.
Yeah, for episode 50, I'll make sure that I'm at the studio for that.
I don't know why it's so expensive to go to North Carolina, yo.
Bro, everything
man. RDU ain't. We got RDU and GSO right here, like literally.
I don't know why it's so expensive.
Everything in
North
the world.
Carolina.
Everything is expensive in North Carolina right now, especially Durham, Raleigh, Charlotte, Greensboro's rising. I mean, it's ridiculous. Our top 5 this week is top 5 plot twists in movies. Top 5 movies with plot twists, I guess would be the best way to say it.
No.
Oh, it's top 5 plot twists in movies?
Yeah, it's top 5 plot twists. Come on, man.
Every week
you be messing
it literally just says, oh, okay, hold on. Y'all try to act like I'm making something up. It literally just says
it's supposed to be top 5 plot twists.
Yeah, but bro, you acting like I just made the crap up. Like, you know, hold on, let me put it up here because y'all act like just don't say what it say. It literally says
top 5 plot twists.
Who's Expedia on Tuesday nights cheaper?
Flights. You see what I'm saying?
Top 5 plot twists. Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's what you just said.
Whatever.
Because I'll be honest,
what up, Kevin?
the movies that I picked might not be great movies, but they all hit me. Like the plot twist all hit me so unexpectedly, and I was
That's
like,
how I did it. That's how I did it.
I
What the heck?
immediately had to go back and rewatch it.
Oh boy.
Hold on. We just blocked that. I'm gonna block them. I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Morgan always.
Nah, bro. I see what? How am I getting blamed for that?
That's why we need to have more conversations before. I mean, we be talking all week anyway, but
For
we
real.
don't be giving up our list. So that's why I said we need to go ahead and have. We need to go ahead and have the qualifications put out there.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Got
what
rid
is
of
the
them.
qualification you want, bro?
Well, it's I don't understand because I'd be really specific with the suggestion. Like both of us, we had two really specific suggestions, and we picked one.
Well, mine was just that Danny had to pick an actual movie that actually exists in the world. That's a real stipulation on this show because he doesn't always do that.
The Best Man.
Yeah, we already wilding out. Amani's already.
Imani, what?
What
Bruh,
in the world?
That's not even a top 10 twist. It wasn't even a twist. They told you what happened like 10 minutes into the movie.
Cut it out. Cut it out. I wish you were on screen so I can cut your camera off.
I think you blocked all the comments.
No. I just blocked it. It says it. Yep, see? People popping up.
Parasite, the others saw.
Now let's get wait on that. Wait on that.
Y'all want to talk about Thor? Y'all want to talk about
Yeah. We can talk about
Thor. I know Danny wanted to get into Thor, so go ahead.
I see. I enjoy comical Thor. Okay, I've said many times Thor Ragnarok is one of my favorite Marvel movies. Because I enjoy when Thor is hilarious. Like one of my favorite things about Thor is the character is that because he's a god, he lives so much longer than anybody. So he doesn't take stuff. He takes stuff seriously when it comes to battle, but he, stuff is like passes by him in a whim, right? Like I believe I read it was one comic where he was talking about seeing every time he sees his friends, he's so happy because he never knows, you know what I'm saying? Like if they died since the last, in the 100 years since they seen him. So he's always, joyful and playful with his friends around. So, I like seeing Thor like that. So I like that they're given it seems like they're given kind of a balance. Him and Star-Lord, I think, are going to have great scenes together. I just like them two Jokers on screen at the same time.
Javon?
No, I mean honestly, like I liked it. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Like it hit every note it should. I like that they're not dwelling on Fat Thor because that could have, a lot of people had an issue with that in Endgame. Free Morgan.
Amen. Whoever said that, amen.
A lot of people had an issue with that in Endgame, so I'm glad they kind of came back to kind of who Thor was, and they gave you enough to that, and it didn't really spoil a ton. Other than that wasn't really spoiled. Like Jane as Thor wasn't really spoiled. We all knew that was happening.
Yeah, we knew that was happening.
I still but y'all saw my post. I maintain that her calling herself Thor is the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, y'all. I saw y'all talking about that. Of course, I couldn't.
It's the dumbest thing ever.
Danny just said F it. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm gonna see it, of course, because it's in continuity. But I definitely think Thor being funny is great. I definitely think Thor being funny is great. I think right now I can't say that I'm horribly excited about any of the Marvel movies aside from
Doctor Strange got you amped.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is the only one that I can say that I'm excited about. But honestly, I don't know. I'm not as excited about that as I was Spider-Man. So I love Scarlet Witch.
I wasn't excited about Spider-Man. I'm more excited about Black Panther 2 and Multiverse of Madness.
I'm not.
I'm excited about. I'm intrigued by the new Guardians of the Galaxy, and I mean, but that's real. I mean, what else has been announced though?
The Marvels.
The Marvels, I'm not too excited about that. We haven't seen much from it. I'm most excited.
I'm not really excited about Black Panther 2. Yeah, and we've been over this, but I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not even getting it.
I'm not even like people. We understand.
Yeah, I'm not even responding to that.
Don't be saying that on live, man. Don't put that out there. You gonna have people inundate my direct message talking about he hates black people.
You don't like black people, huh?
You don't like black people? You hate your lips. You hate your black lips. You hate your black face. You hate your black skin.
Secret Wars, the TV series, I think I'm excited about.
Secret Invasion.
I'm sorry. If it's if they, it's gonna have Fury, and it'll probably be one of the bigger events. And in the comics, it was very impactful. So I think that they could do something cool with that there. But
are y'all watching Moon Knight like right now?
Yeah, but I don't really care like that.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
You don't like it?
I mean, it's not terrible. I'm a fan of Oscar Isaac, but it's okay.
I enjoy it, but I like Moon Knight though. I know a lot more. I like what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yes, Black Panther 2 is ice skating uphill at this point.
Of course.
The moment they said that they didn't recast him, they already fell down the hill for me.
Yeah, they I don't mind them not recast. I mean, of course, we talked about this before. I think T'Challa has a lot more story to tell than any of the characters in Black Panther lore. So they could have.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was reading something.
They definitely could have recast him, but Ryan Coogler will tell a good story regardless of what he has, I believe. I don't think I've seen anything of his that I haven't liked a lot.
He only did 2 movies, yo. 2. No, that's it.
He did Creed.
I'm sorry. 3.
He produced it.
3 movies.
He produced it. He didn't direct it.
No, he directed. Didn't he direct the first one?
He did the first one. He didn't do the second
that's 3 movies. Listen, I'm gonna support my black folk regardless. I'm gonna go see it.
But don't try to act like his movies weren't freaking exceptional. They all were great.
I didn't say that they weren't.
All right, well, cut it
I'm
out.
just saying that doesn't mean that he is this long track record that everything he gonna put out is gonna be fire regardless. Like, no, I'm not I don't know that. We have no idea.
What director is?
I can there's a few directors that anytime they put out something is generally fire.
If these 3 movies that he's done, Creed, Fruitvale Station, and Black Panther, are his average, like if it's anywhere in between those 3 movies, however you rank them, I'm gonna be happy with it.
We'll see.
It's the same thing with Jordan Peele. Like Jordan Peele gave us Get Out, which is all-time gold. Us is still good. It's not as good as Get Out to me, but it's still good. And then Nope. I'm 100% sure I'm gonna love Nope, but I'm still waiting to see what we're getting into with it.
It's a Marvel movie, so it's probably going to be decent. It's going to be decent. Like it's not. I don't think it's going to be trash. Hold on, they're doubling down on Dora Milaje. I think they're moving away. I mean, they already said they killed the character in the movie. So
please, I don't even want to get into this, bro, because y'all gonna make me angry again, and I don't even want to.
Why are you getting angry, man? Calm down, relax.
I don't want to do it. I'm not angry. I'm in a really good mood. That music that I was listening to like for the last 3 hours, man, you talking about greatness.
By the way, somebody said they don't see where the God Killer comes in. There's the scene where Thor and
I see many gods dead already in the trailer.
No, yeah, but the scene where the Thor and the rock dude are just standing and looking at this big creature just laying on his side, that's straight out the book. Can't hear you, Mark. Can't hear you.
I was talking.
Can't hear you, Danny.
No, but yeah, I seen.
There's a really interesting conversation that came out of that trailer though on Twitter when they were talking about how like that scene in particular, because it's literally like ripped out of the comic books. Like they basically took the comic scene and then and put it right on camera.
I don't want to share my thoughts about this.
And they're talking about how, like, you know, they should be paying them more money if they just gonna take a scene and they're gonna take something that you drew and put it right on the screen. And put it right on the screen. They should be paying you a lot more than what they from
as
what
an artist.
As
an artist, Javon, how you feel about that? How they, because they do that a lot. I mean, they of course they're banking on a nostalgia, but of course the Marvel Comics paid for those images. They paid the artists to do them, and they have the right to use them however they want to. They do feel like they should then again pay people if they reference their material or straight up copy it into a movie.
I think from a legal point of view, they're not doing anything wrong. I'll say this from a purely legal point of view, but as a creator, I feel like, okay, you did pay me to do this and I did this, right? Mm-hmm. But now you're taking what I did and you're making a lot more money on top of it. So I think, I hate to say, like, in good faith, you should be like, you know what? We made a bill off something that you did. I need to break you off with a little more than just chump change.
All right.
That's as a creator. That's how I feel as a creator. But understanding though, I understand that, like, if you work for Marvel, this is it. This is what you expect from Marvel or you expect from DC.
Okay.
And that's why a lot of dudes don't give their best stuff to Marvel and DC. They do creator-owned stuff, and you end up like Robert Kirkman with The Walking Dead, and you know, you got millions and millions of dollars. But I do feel like it would be good practice for them to, like, Ed Brubaker he was a big part of this, because like Marvel literally took his Winter Soldier, the whole Winter Soldier joint was him. And they how much money have they made off of that with him? And he hasn't gotten like a dime.
Right. And
I think it's not, I don't think it's fair, but business is never generally fair.
All right, Morgan, should I do it?
No, go ahead. I mean, listen, you and I have already gone back and forth about Comic-Con, so you can't say anything crazier than that.
I used to go in hard about this because it made me so angry, because I was jealous that artists could do stuff that writers can't. And then I let it go, for a while. But then this came back up and I was like, okay, so artists get to draw whoever they want, whenever they want, and make money off it with their talent, right? So artists get to draw. You can go draw Spider-Man right now and sell it to somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
You own Spider-Man. You never, as far as I know, you haven't worked for
technically you can't, by the way. But go ahead.
Technically you can't, but artists do it all the time.
Right.
Artists will literally, they got print walls full of characters that they don't own, they didn't create, they don't have a copyright or proxy for. And they make good money doing it, at conventions.
They don't make a fraction of how much they should be making. That's like pennies, though.
No. I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about like selling prints and stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm saying that's pennies, though.
No. Of course it's pennies, but it's pennies that don't belong to you as the artist, is what I'm saying. So if you can use your talent to be commissioned to draw a character, or you can draw characters and then copy pictures of it and sell it when it doesn't belong to you. Then when the company takes the the stuff that they paid you to draw and uses it for profit, like there's something on both sides there that needs to be addressed. Now, of course, the company,
but one side is a lot larger than the other.
I agree.
Do you understand what I'm saying, though? Like, it's the difference between you pricking your finger with a needle and then you getting your arm cut off.
I 100% I agree with you. Now
Marvel isn't losing any. Marvel, I will say this: Marvel and DC, all the big companies, they are not losing a dime for any prints that these dudes are doing out here. They are not losing any money from it.
It's
Not
more
a dime.
They're probably gaining from it because it's marketing. It's all marketing.
Right.
And advertising.
Now, me as an artist, if I came up with Winter Soldier and I see it's the biggest grossing movie out, and the character that I created is doing TV shows and everything like that, and it's making millions and millions of dollars, but I'm at home and I'm struggling and I got kids to feed, I'm gonna be pissed because yes, you paid me to make the comic book, but contractually it's intellectual property that they can use however they want. But my saying is, if you paid me for the comic, and I did it. But once you translated it, because basically the scene in the movie, that's the storyboard artist probably got paid more than the comic book artist got paid for that. And he ain't doing nothing but taking his idea and taking his talent, putting it on TV and putting it on the movie.
I agree, and
I'm saying that Marvel and DC and any big company that does that ethically, because we're talking ethics. I'm not talking business. Business wise, like I said, they're not in the wrong. But ethically, it behooves them. Like Jim Starlin. I literally had this conversation with Jim Starlin. Jim Starlin got he ain't getting a lot for Thanos. He told me straight up. He was like, I got paid more for a random background character in Batman versus Superman than I did for Thanos. And Thanos done made Marvel bank.
I agree with you, and that's why it's weird because
you got artists struggling until they die who have created some of the biggest characters in the world, and that should never happen.
And absolutely, and I know that there are sacrifices that you have to make it in the business, especially when you got huge corporations that are entertainment conglomerates out here that are pushing these huge multi-million-dollar stories, and you want to get your art out and tell your story. So that's why I always say, if we get in the position to sign with somebody, we got to make sure we look at our contracts. We got to make sure that we advocate for ourselves, because they ain't gonna do it. Just like I've been hearing a lot about artists and record deals and musicians who sign these deals to.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Exactly. Well, actually, it's different. It's different because you can still make, like, if you make a song, right, and your song gets licensed out to a movie, you're gonna make money off that movie because it's within the contract. Whereas it's not a guarantee that you're gonna make money off of your characters that you created in comic books. Unfortunately, honestly, from what I understand, the best contract for a character that exists is Deadpool, because Rob, from what I understand, and I might be wrong, but Rob Liefeld pretty much gets a bank from Deadpool, and then if Marvel stops publishing Deadpool comic books for a certain amount of time, the rights revert back to him. That's what I heard. I'm not sure, but that's the information that I know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the problem. That's one of the things that you deal with when dealing with the big leagues. I mean, they have stuff like Winter Soldier. In the contractually, Winter Soldier isn't a new character. It's just Bucky.
Mm-hmm.
So Brubaker didn't technically create it, which is crazy because it is an entirely new character. But I mean, like I said, I don't agree with it. I think it's not cool. I think they should be paying people more. No artist the dude who created Wolverine should be getting a lot more money than he did. Jim Starlin should be wealthy right now. Off of Thanos alone, he should be wealthy. The entire Infinity Saga is based off his work.
How do we fix that though? How do we fix it?
Pay them more.
No, how do we fix it? Because they ain't gonna just pay them more.
How do we? Well, I mean, if Visually Stoked gets bigger, your company gets bigger, you within the contract you allow for it. You say, well, if this gets picked up for a movie, the royalties for it is X amount of money, and you actually get like real royalties for it.
That's what I was gonna say. I mean, to me, isn't part of that just
that's totally different, Imani. That's totally different, dude.
To me, it's like
it is totally different. It is significantly different.
How?
Significantly different.
How is it different? I understand but he's saying that should my value, as in the value that I put into this house physically that I'm living in, I did a good job building this house. So now when you sell it for more money than you bought it for, why shouldn't I get the value? Why shouldn't I reap benefits?
Yeah, but if I'm number one, it's different. It's a difference between an intellectual property and a product. A house is a product.
I 100% understand that, but I feel like Imani is just talking about the value that you put into something.
I understand, and what I'm telling you is it's two different things. One is an intellectual property, and one is a physical product. Like this is a physical product. Or your house is a product that you contracted somebody to build for me. This is being built for me. Okay, the house is being built for me. Now I'm probably not going to make billions off of it, but you as a contractor made significant money off that build. But you aren't, as a contractor, aren't putting more money into the house after you sell it. The person who bought the house is. It's like a car. If I buy a car, right?
But in
if I buy a car and I put money into it and I resell it, should I be?
Ain't Marvel doing that same thing though? Isn't Marvel putting more? Yes, they are. If you draw a comic book for Marvel, okay, they're still building the story. Before and after you came along, they're putting energy and time and money into that character.
Yeah,
so
but
now, when it becomes when it becomes a movie and that part that you made gets used as reference to whatever they're making, they've put hundreds of thousands of dollars into it, whereas you've put a page or a book or a series of books into it. So how is that any different?
But that's different. It is different because Marvel is. All right, let's be real. Okay, let's. Marvel is. Hold on, no. I get what you're saying. I'm not angry about it. I'm trying to make sure. I gotta sit up because I'm sliding in the seat here. Marvel is the corporation, right? But they're not the creatives. The people who work there are the creatives. They're the people who put in the creative energy and the product, and Marvel just distributes it. So Thanos didn't exist before Jim Starlin put pencil to page. Thanos wasn't here. The Infinity Stones wasn't here. So Marvel didn't have it until then. Once he put pencil to paper, then he has it. He created it. What Marvel Studios is doing is going, I like this book. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take this. Because honestly, the story isn't an original story. Like even Endgame and Infinity War, they're not original stories. They're just different pieces from different comic books that they've taken together, smashed it together, and then made a film. So even the script writer probably got more money and is probably going to get royalties off of it more than the people who actually created the story. Because the Infinity War and Endgame is basically the Infinity Gauntlet and Avengers Infinity smashed together. So I'm saying if the director who had nothing to do with the comic book is going to make millions, right? Mm-hmm. The directors made millions. The Russo brothers made millions off Endgame. The storyboard artists probably make more. The script writer probably make more. They're getting the kudos and everything from something that all they did was get inspired from and basically just take it. So you're telling me the people who took your, it's like if somebody took, here's your product placement for today, Ace Blade. If somebody took Ace Blade, let's say this was put out through Marvel, and somebody took Ace Blade and said, I like this, I like this, I like this, and then took it, wrote a script, bang, put it up there. You're not gonna feel some type of way if it makes $1 billion, but you at home and you struggling?
I'm saying that's my responsibility to make sure that doesn't happen, though.
Yeah, but if it's a standard contract these dudes have. That's how they get them.
That's not it's not. So it's my fault that
I didn't say it's anybody's fault. Well, this isn't about fault.
No. I'm saying, again, because we were talking about this before, right? Now you're taking the opposite position that I was taking when it comes to the conventions. Are they scamming you? If you're signing a contract,
I just said no, it's not a scam, because I just said you know what you're in for when you sign the contract to do the work. But I also said that's why a lot of guys hold on to their best stuff and self-publish now.
Yeah.
That's why Robert Kirkman went to Image to do his work, because Image don't take your and Image doesn't get a dime if you make a movie off it. Imani, you're using two different industries. It's two different industries. It doesn't fit, man. It doesn't fit. The artist isn't taking a risk. All right, man. Okay.
They're getting paid. They're getting paid up front. They're not taking a risk. They're getting paid.
They are taking a risk. You are taking a risk. If I create a character for Marvel, I'm taking the risk that this character might be put on a TV show that becomes super duper. Hold on.
No,
that becomes super.
Paid what you asked to get paid.
No, I'm taking the risk that this product might not make me a lot more money than it should. For instance, Heat. If I sell my character to Marvel, I'm taking a risk, because now let's say Heat never came out independently, and I came up with Heat while I was at Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Now I came up with Heat at Marvel. They own it. Boom, it's theirs. I'm taking the risk on there, because I could have kept that idea and I could have kept that creation and went to Image or went to Dark Horse or all these other indies and put it out myself.
Okay, but on the other end,
I'm taking the risk that I might not get a return.
Okay. And if you don't take that job, you're taking a risk that you don't eat, because you're not getting paid for.
Okay.
You
might not eat anyway.
I'm saying
there are comic book creators that literally die penniless.
So, and I 100% agree. Listen, I'm on the side of the artist. I'm just saying. I'm saying, if Marvel says, Danny, we want you to write Deadpool, right? And I say, I have this great idea for Deadpool who, goes back in time and has a baby with a runaway slave or whatever, and then that character becomes.
You're wrong, Imani. Sorry, dude. Go ahead.
Whatever. Now, if I'm working and I make that story for them that they paid me for, okay, I could have kept that idea, but there's a larger risk that idea never gets seen by anybody. Right?
There's risk involved in anything, though. Like saying that there's no risk, there's risk in everything you do. Creatively, there's risk in everything you do. Everything you do is a risk. If you keep it, there's a risk that you might not get to use it again. If you use it, there's a risk that it could blow up and you can only get a check. You can make $50 million. I mean, not 50. You can make $500 million, but you get a check for $5,000.
Yeah.
There's a risk with everything.
To me, so I was letting y'all cook, but I mean, for me, that's something that as the artist, as the writer, as whatever, if that's not in the contract, if that's not in the contract that you signed when you decided to work with whoever the company is, You can't really, ethically you hope that they do that, but I mean, and you said that, Javon, earlier, that there's a business side and then there's the ethical side.
Right.
Even on the ethical side,
I just said it wasn't fair.
So
I didn't say that they weren't within their rights to do it. Just keep it 100.
That's what I'm saying. I can't say it's not fair.
Dude, you really got to get rid of the word scam, dude.
It just sounds
because
like
by your definition, the business, everything is a scam. Like, I could say it's a scam to build a house, because if you build a house and somebody buy it and then they turn around and put $5 grand into it and then they make $1 billion off of it, you just got scammed. I mean, no, it's not a scam. It's business.
If you don't,
just like the NBA, you can say the NBA is a scam, or the NFL.
If you don't know the real terms up front, and they if they hide the terms from you up front, it's a scam.
They're not hiding the terms. It's a standard contract, is what I'm telling you.
They take advantage of your not knowing or your naivete. It's a scam to me.
I don't think that's
who's doing that.
Nobody's taking advantage. If you read,
people who give you the standard contract and say,
if they give you a contract, then you're not being scammed. If you don't read the contract, then you're the fool.
But just like oh my God, there was an amazing TikTok who broke it down, even for doctors, right? Even for doctors who get their work published in medical journals. They literally go through this 8-month process. And then as they go through their clinical trials and all this stuff, they have done this research and all this or whatever, working hard. Then they submit their stuff to a medical journal and they say, we want, look at what we did. Look at this work that we did. We want to get it published in your journal. Then they wait another 4 months and say, oh my God, was it not good? Was my work not right or good? Is being reviewed by all these people. Then they come back to them and say, okay, we like what you got here. Here's an hour. You got 30 minutes to sign this contract, or we're not going to publish your work. This contract that you've never seen before, that's detailed specifically for you. Here's the 30 minutes to sign this contract. They are taking advantage of the fact that they know what's in the contract and you do not. And they're not giving you enough time because you're in a bind, because they have the leverage to say, we can keep moving on. We're going to make our millions of dollars or not. So then now you sign the contract for the doctors to get their work published. It's in the medical journal, but you don't own it anymore. So now they can make billions of dollars off of this, and all you can do is get a copy to give to your grandma. So,
but that's still
they can't. But they can't take your work though.
They do.
I would have to see this TikTok. I can't speak on a TikTok that I haven't seen.
I'll say this.
Can I say one thing? I wanna Imani. Mark Miller does that with his creator-owned work. Creator-owned work. He has arrangements where the artists in them receive equity in the film. Yes, we're not talking about creator-owned. We're not talking about Image. Image, you get money. If whatever you make, I'm trying to think of something from Image that went up on movies, but whatever, or TV. But Wanted. Mark Miller got money off that because he owns the rights to the work. When you're working for the big two, you don't have that. You don't have the rights. You don't have any rights unless you're able to do some type of contract where you get Spawn. I mean, he made money off Spawn. He created a whole company because he had the rights to it. But literally the conversation we're having right now is why Image exists. Plain and simple.
Well, like I said, for me, I'll say this and then we can get into the list unless y'all have something else. For me, this stuff always comes down to, like Javon said in the beginning, there's the business side of it, and then there's the ethical side of it. And ethically, yes. Like me and Danny have talked about this before. We get a contract, we produce a movie, we do whatever. I have all intentions on, if something like that were to happen, where we had somebody write, like let's say I had somebody that wanted to write something for Lumberjacks, and that story blew up. Me as the creator of the character, I'm still going to believe I deserve the lion's share, but I would not do the person that did that story that blew up wrong and not have them get royalties that are going to make them well paid. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I get really I'm really passionate about that stuff in the workforce period because there's so much because America's capitalism can work if people are not if
Greedy.
it's regulated well enough. And right now in America, capitalism is not working because it's not regulated on purpose. You know what I'm saying? When you have politicians that are corrupt, when you have business owners that are corrupt, when you have judges that vote in nonsense that allow the business owners and the politicians to be corrupt, you're not going to have a system that can be equitable. But for each individual person, that's why I root on individual business owners that do things like what we're talking about, like where you have, let's say you have to me, if my company is worth $10 million and I have a bunch of employees. Let's say like I could pocket 6 or 7 million. 6 or 7 million of it. I could pocket it because it's my company. I'm the CEO. Blah blah blah. It was my original idea. But me personally, the way I think about it is, my company would not be where it is without these people that are doing the work.
You talking about fair wage? Yeah.
So for me personally, if I'm the millionaire and what am I going to make sure that I'm still taken care of? Yes, but more importantly to me, or equally as important to me, is that the people that work for me look like the success that I have. You know what I'm saying? So like if I got here because of these workers, to build morale and all of that type of stuff, I'm going to make sure that my employees are making a wage that's above the rest of the people that are in their space. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I'm not going to do it relative to say, well, Walmart's not paying their people. They're starting their people at $10 an hour. So I'm going to start mine at 11.
That's how
I
you
just
get
don't
the
think
best
like
people
that.
too. That's how you get the best people too. You pay them right,
Exactly.
and
Which is why capitalism should work, but it doesn't because again we continue to allow nonsense. So for me, in this instance of what we're talking about, if I'm in the position, like I said, if somebody writes a story for Lumberjacks and that crap blows up, like let's say it's a House of M type thing, and that joint blows up, and we do a film and that film blows up, because I created Lumberjacks, I'm still gonna take, you know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna take the majority of the money because it's my character, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
And I'm
I'm
not
also
saying,
sure
I'm not saying that Marvel or DC gives, say, Jim Starlin the majority of the money. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all.
No, I'm not trying to say you were. I was just
Right. And I'm not crapping on Marvel or DC here. Like I said, they're within their rights to conduct business however they see fit.
But they could
I'm just
do
saying
better.
I would do something different. You know what I mean? Like I would do something different.
I'll say they could do better because somebody's sitting on that money where
Right,
they
like
could be breaking
Jim Starlin, for example, should be making millions right now. Like he should be well off. He should never really have to work a day in his life as long as kids are buying Thanos gloves and Thanos is everywhere, and you got Thanos on, pajamas and cartoons and everything like that. That's how I look at it.
This is loosely related, but I don't know why I did not think of it to make sure we talked about it this week. But I also don't know if y'all have watched it. I've been saying the whole time that Atlanta's
I'm not caught up yet.
is absolutely phenomenal. Episode 4, everybody should watch.
I'm gonna have to go watch this show
because
Morgan is like bursting.
Everybody should watch episode 4 of Atlanta. Episode 4.
I saw the first 2.
Good. The episode 4 is just as good as episode 1, and when you watch it, you'll understand why.
I'm gonna make a point to watch it this week.
They did a brilliant job, brilliant job. That's all I'm gonna say, and hopefully we can discuss it next week. Because to me, it's not directly related, but it's similar.
I don't know if you want to go towards WWE, Robert. WWE got their own problems, dude.
Yeah, no, definitely.
WWE and wrestling, they got their own problems, man. When it comes to how they treat the wrestlers and being they don't consider them employees. They consider them contractors.
Yeah, private contractors.
So they don't pay for a lot of things like travel and stuff that they should, but that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, so our list this week, is the top 5. Y'all say it because I don't want to mess it up.
Top 5 plot twists. It's right there, dude. Reading is fundamental, man. Come on now. You ain't even gotta say it. Just put it over the screen. That's right there.
I approach the list differently. So,
boy, you see that? You saw the hedging,
every
right?
Week. Every week,
you see how he hedging his bets, right? You see
no
that?
hedging. What are
you are hedging it. No, I approach mine differently.
I approach mine differently based on how we always put our list together based on something.
His list is going to be most iconic movies with plot twists that he's never seen, and then he's going to have one that nobody's seen.
Why do y'all lie like that all the time? That's crazy. Who wants to go first?
I know he's gonna have some movie
Escape Room 3 on there or something like that.
Who wants to go first?
Escape Room 3.
Who wants to go first?
direct to video movie.
It's your turn to go first, Morgan.
All right, I'll go first.
Okay.
So top 5
direct to DVD.
Top 5 list for me. I changed it. I changed my number 5 because it's been too long since I saw the movie I had there, and I remembered the big plot twist, but I didn't remember it as vividly as I did for the other movie. So my number 5 is The Mist, Stephen King.
Okay.
I think that plot twist at the end is you talking about retribution, kick you in the nuts. That crap is crazy. Like, man.
What was it? I don't remember.
The Mist.
The Mist.
All right. Hey, by the way, everybody, this is spoilers all day, so don't complain.
Yeah, there will be spoilers. So I don't
you ain't seen it. I don't know what to tell you.
It's by Stephen King. That means it's a horror movie, and that means that I haven't seen it. So, what was the twist in it?
You missing out on a lot of good movies,
okay, man. You'll be all right, bro.
I'm missing out on a lot of good movies.
I watch some horror movies. I just don't like. I specifically, Morgan knows this. I stay away from anything that could be spiritual or ghost related. If it's murderers running around, I'm cool with that. I can't watch
that. None of that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there.
I'm not. I don't want to get into it.
Go ahead, Morgan. We're not going to get. I'm not going to talk about the fallacy of that logic. But okay.
So number 5, The Mist. Number 4, Saw. The only reason I don't have Saw higher is because that is the most surprising movie moment of my lifetime. Like, as far as something that I did not see coming, and I was trying to. Because that's how the movie was made. That Saw 1, we're talking about Saw 1, obviously. But I don't think that movie overall. I don't think that movie overall is as good as the other movies that I have on my list.
You ain't never seen Saw?
No, I've seen Saw. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say Jesus. Okay, so Saw is number 4.
What?
Number 3, The Sixth Sense. That's another one that when I did get to the place where I figured it out, it still blew my mind. Like, it was once I think I knew when I saw the water vapor coming out and like the red door handle or something like that. I was like, oh my God, what? And it was that crap was great. That was another good one, and that movie was better than Saw overall to me. That's why I have it in front. Number 2, Gone Girl. Gone Girl, man, when that crap turned out to be freaking, it has so many dope plot twists. I'm trying to say without spoiling anything for anybody that wants to watch it. Gone Girl is a man for like a drama that you like. Every time you think it's a must see movie. That's all I'm saying. To try to not spoil things. Gone Girl is one of the best movies of that genre, especially with plot twists. And it has plot twists, and it has just things with the characters that you like, bro. What? Like it does a really good job of telling a story like that.
Okay.
And number 1, I got Get Out. Get Out to me is one of the best cautionary tales, plot twist stories.
What was the plot twist?
What was the plot
of
twist?
Get Out?
Yeah. What didn't you know going in?
The sunken place, the girlfriend being in on it, what they were actually doing to the people. What was the
Dude, everybody knew about.
They were doing
literally, there was no.
We didn't know. We didn't. You didn't know the girl. You didn't know the girlfriend was in on it. And
dude,
you definitely.
I saw the girl. Dude,
you definitely didn't know. You definitely didn't know that he was going to kill the family. You definitely didn't. You definitely
didn't
know.
That's not a plot twist. That's just the movie, dude.
You definitely did. Okay, a plot twist as far as what something that they changed, because Jordan said in the original film.
That doesn't make it a plot twist.
In the original film, Jordan said that he had my dude going to jail, but he changed it later.
That doesn't make it a plot twist, though.
All right, fine. I'm sorry. Go ahead. That was my number one.
All right, no, get out. That's it.
A really good list until that.
I know.
All right, cool. Who got next?
So you had a really good list until number one.
Yeah, who got next?
Me and Javon did the same thing. It was like,
I was trying to wait. What was the twist of the movie?
What was the plot twist?
I knew that was okay.
The whole plot of the movie was to get out.
Right.
It was like the plot of the movie was get out. I think
we all kind of do. Yeah, all right.
Okay.
All right, bet. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. All right. Number 5. Man, I went back and forth with number 5 because there's 2 that could have been there, but I stayed away from it. I one of them is my favorite plot twist, and I'll talk about it after. But I'm gonna go with number 5, The Mist. That ending made me so mad. That twist at the end made me so mad, yo. Oh my gosh.
What was it? I don't tell me what it was.
All right, so if you haven't seen the end of The Mist, just mute the show right now. Just mute it. Don't get off, but mute it. So the end of The Mist is basically, it's about monsters, okay? And 5 of the characters are able to escape where they are. I'm trying to be as vague as possible, but they're able to escape where they are, and they're driving, and they're trying to get from the monsters. But they only drive so far, and they hear the monsters coming. Like they hear them like coming near in the car. And so they decide we just gonna take it. We just gonna commit suicide. So they got a gun, but they only got 4 bullets and 5 of them. So it's 2 old people, a woman. Yeah.
I have seen that. I have seen that.
So that's my number 5. Okay, y'all can turn y'all can turn your earphones on. All right. Number 4. I'd be shocked if either of you would have had this one. Old Boy. Either you watch Old Boy,
the original or the remake?
Either one. The twist in the original would have to be it, because if you've seen the original, you know the ending for the. But you know, if you haven't seen Old Boy,
bro, that joint was terrible, bro.
That's a mind trip for you, man. I don't even know if I want to talk about that twist, but
that joint.
Old Boy is my number 4. Old Boy is my number 4. I remember watching it, and I was just like, all right, whoever came up with this is a sick, twisted individual.
Twisted person.
Number 3 is Saw, because I don't think there's a person watching that movie for the first time when that movie first came out that knew that homeboy was laying there on the ground the whole doggone time. Not one person. If you did, you're lying. You're a lie. I gotta go with number 2, The Sixth Sense. I mean, that's a classic twist. And dude, I don't know how to say your number 1. The Usual Suspects. Verbal is Kaiser Soze. Classic twist. Nobody called it. Usual Suspects. That's my number 1.
That's solid.
It always is, man. It always is. All right, go ahead, Danny.
All right, so my list is.
Wait, hold on. Let me take a sip. I gotta prepare myself for your list.
My list is a little different. No, it's a lot of the same though.
Oh boy, here we go.
These are all movies that I watched, and then when the twist happened, I immediately had to rewatch the movie. Okay, number 5 is my personal favorite plot twist, and it's not gonna make anybody's list. This is the one that's gonna get my list canceled. The movie is Crazy Stupid Love. Okay, I don't know if y'all ever seen it.
That's a good twist, though. It's a good twist.
It's a romantic comedy with Steve Carell.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah, bruh. I did not see it coming, and I wasn't expecting. Like, you know how most movies, you might expect something. You might expect a twist or whatever, like mysteries or whatever.
Twist.
But that one, I did not see it coming. I didn't expect it, and then when it happened, like my whole body was like, "Yo, they are gonna kill each other." So
there's actually two good twists in that movie. I gotta give that movie props for two.
That's what I was.
But go ahead. Good. All right.
Number 4. I don't know why y'all didn't. This is another iconic twist that, especially when it came out, people were like, "Yo, why didn't we not see that?" Luke, I am your father. Star Wars.
Because I don't care about Star Wars.
Me either.
Oh well, that makes sense then. Still, that's an epic plot twist for literally the protagonist to be, and it's one that has been used again and again and again. It's almost become a trope. My number 3, The Sixth Sense. I think that M. Night Shyamalan built his whole career off of that one movie. My number 2 is, and when this one happened, I was in the theater and it hit me, and I was like, "Oh man, this is a perfect movie." It's my favorite Marvel movie, Captain America: Civil War. Bucky being the murderer of Iron Man's parents. That was amazing to me. Like the way that they built that story and the tension and the drama between the main 2 characters. And then for, the twist to be, dang, my best friend killed my new best friend's parents. So, and then my number 1 was Saw, of course. Saw is my number 1 because literally, like y'all said, the whole time. I mean, and I don't watch horror movies a lot to begin with, but to be watching this movie and then the dude is laying there the whole time. Then he gets up after dude done cut his foot off, bruh. It was crazy. That joint was so crazy to me. And I immediately had to go back and rewatch it. I bought another ticket to the movie to go back and watch it.
I'm confused at how you horror movies, but you were able to sit through Saw.
Saw is not, because Saw is not demons. Saw is a person putting people in a situation to where they got to decide if they want to die or how they're gonna die. It's not a what's the it's
but
not
do you, are you somebody who thinks demons are like real?
Yeah, absolutely. I know.
Like,
yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I don't. In my house, we do not play around with demons. I thoroughly believe greater is who is in me than it's who is in the world. I thoroughly believe that, but I don't mess with demons, and I don't like.
So you don't got Ace Blade ain't gonna be fighting no demons.
Nah, Lumberjack's got all that, bro. Me and Morgan have talked about it a lot. Me and Morgan talk about that a lot. Whenever Ace Blade got to deal with some demonic stuff, hey, Jax, get on. Hey, come through. Cause it ain't my cup of tea, buddy.
That's all right. I mean, I have friends. I have a couple friends. Shout out to my boy Eric. I know he used to tell me about how like him and his family, they don't do ghosts, they don't do demons, they don't do none of that. So
we don't let our kids watch like cartoons with ghosts and witches and stuff like that. They can't watch
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Casper, like that's different. But I mean, like stuff that if we have not watched it, like they can watch Scooby Doo, stuff like that. But not if it's about witches. Like we don't watch Sabrina the 10, like none of that. If we think that it's like a feeling thing for me. If I feel like it came from a place, even what's the Rob Zombie Halloween movie? Was it Halloween that he did?
Yeah.
Yes.
Even that movie, even though it was a psycho killer dude, there was something about it that felt like, yo, this is demonic. Like something about it that was.
And Saw didn't.
Demonic. Nah, Saw wasn't that for me. Saw was like, yo, this dude is a psycho. He's trapping these people, and it's weird.
That's a good question. So no Doctor Strange for you.
That's not the same.
Hey, that's demonic, man. That's demonic. That's a whole warlock, man.
My wife won't watch Moon Knight though. My wife refuses to watch Moon Knight.
Why?
It sounds like a demon. Khonshu sound like a demon, and
that's okay. All right.
That's one I gotta watch by myself because my wife she won't watch it.
I mean, we missed out on a lot of. There are a lot of twists, like Unbreakable. That almost made my list.
I'm not even commenting on that.
What, Unbreakable?
No.
His weird demon.
Danny,
Mr. Glass.
Me, Danny, and Tiana have had this conversation a good amount of times.
To me, it's all like creative stuff. Like, I think that there are metaphorical demons that people deal with, but I don't think that there are literal, like, teeth and claws and like even ghosts. Like, I joke around with my wife that you know my mom's ghost. Junior talks to my mom's ghost because he's in the same room that she used to stay in. But like, I don't really believe in spirits like that. What'd you say?
You just said that. I'll never come to your house now.
It's a joke, man. It's a joke.
I hear you that it's a joke. Morgan's told me stories that I don't even like hanging around him all the time. Morgan has seen some stuff, and I've seen some stuff personally that I cannot explain to the point where I believe that it was demonic presence, I feel like if you believe in angels, you have to believe in demons, right? If you believe in God, you got to believe that the devil exists. So,
I understand. I think that, once again, I think that they're spiritual, like I have demons within me that I have to conquer.
Kevin said Morgan got the Goofy List Award this week. That's me. But I appreciate that.
Morgan's list is fine until Get Out.
Until Get Out.
It's perfect. If you would have put Us, that would have had a better twist. Us actually has a twist.
Yeah.
What's the twist in Us?
The twist is that they switched.
Yeah.
We don't officially know they switched, but okay.
What are you talking about?
That was the climax of the movie.
That's literally the end of the movie. They showed the little girl knocking her out. Are you watching these movies?
I've watched.
You just said that you love Jordan Peele's movies.
I've watched both movies a lot of times.
They show the girl dragging her down and locking her up.
I got you.
And there was speculation. There was speculation of whether the son was switched too.
No, the son couldn't have been switched because the other one got burned in his face. His face was already burned though. Because he was having trouble with the fire, and they were saying that the burnt one, when he burned himself initially, he was switched. But it was just speculation. How does that work? See, now I got the face for you.
When he went into the closet.
When he went into the closet.
No. Because remember in the movie they said that he had a problem with the fire thing before the movie, before the scene in the movie. So
yeah, there was something wrong with it.
Yeah.
And he gave it to the other one. And then the other one had a problem with it too. When something wasn't of God, have you felt the presence of God?
I have, yes.
Always, yes. Yes. Again, I don't like talking about it because I mean, like I said, I always believe.
All right. So so you don't watch so you've never seen like The Devil's Advocate?
No.
If it's a movie where stuff is floating, levitating, people are being dragged, like Paranormal Activity, it was a no for me. Like I can usually tell by the trailer if it's something that's wrong. The Blair Witch Project, it's a no for me.
Nothing happened. That's the tamest movie.
It's a no for me.
He said no Harry Potter.
Me and my wife went to. We don't watch Harry Potter. Like we tried to watch. We went through. No, I'm serious. Like we watched the first couple.
You watch WandaVision?
It's playful, like, and I might not go
so
see.
What is Harry Potter? What is Harry Potter though?
I might not go see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I don't know.
What is Harry Potter then though?
Harry Potter, that was really during because it was when I was in middle school, and it was, that was my parents being like, yo, we ain't watching that. And then as an adult, I just have no interest in watching it. But,
I'm just messing with you because I've literally dealt with this with my friends, so I'm okay with it.
I understand. Shoot.
I just think it's funny because like we all have like our own like internal, I mess with these movies, I don't mess with these movies. Like I don't really do like torture movies. Not that like I don't have a problem with it, but they're all kind of the same. Like if the it's kind of boring to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like Saw was really good because it had a really good story, but then I tried watching Saw 2 and I was like, all right, this is the same thing. Saw 3, all right, this is the same. It's boring. That's interesting though. I mean, Morgan, you can come back, man. It's okay, man.
Like I told Morgan before, me and my wife both. This is how we knew that we really, were on the same wavelength at one time. We went to see The Exorcist 3. It was the one where they were in Africa. And because we was just like, because me and my wife, we met at the movies. We literally met at the movies. We were seeing the Wishmaker. Gosh, I can't remember the name of the movie now, but it was one of them Stephen King movies. The one where dude was like, I did it, and he was a monster. But so we used to always go to the movies together. And I was like, we're gonna take. It was me. We were doing a double date. We was taking our girl. We was like, we're gonna go see the scariest movie that's out. It's The Exorcist 3. We walked out. We was like, nah, this not for why? For what purpose is this movie?
So you and your wife share this.
Yeah. I don't.
So she didn't get down with this before you came along.
Nah, her family's more religious than mine. Like her grandma and her mom, they don't play that. So
I'm so fascinated by this.
Bro, I'm telling you, we don't.
So you don't watch like zombie movies?
Zombies are cool. Zombies are fine. It's just undead people. Like I'm saying, if it's spirits, if it's got to do with
bro,
a spiritual being inhabiting or taking control of something else, I'm not watching it. We can do zombie. We watched The Walking Dead is seriously the fucking Dead had me scared to go take my trash out of my house. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not watching, especially in my house, I'm not watching something that.
So you don't watch Ghostbusters?
That's not the same. That's a comedy. Like I'm saying, it's a comedy. So it's not
you don't like, okay, so but you just said you don't do Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's not a comedy to me. It's Harry Potter has some other stuff behind it. I can't explain Harry Potter, but it's just not. I just got no interest in watching it past the other ones. I did.
So okay.
Haven't you watched Lord of the Rings? Haven't you watched Lord of the Rings?
I was gonna say you watched Lord of the Rings though.
We hate the Lord of the Rings. I don't like Smeagol.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Did you watch Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, I watched it.
How?
Because it wasn't all about the demon though. Like the movie wasn't about the dude.
The entire premise of the movie is a demonic figure.
There's literally a huge eye.
There are so many biblical overtones in Lord of the Rings.
It's a huge eye in the middle of the world.
There are a lot
of it's one of the lead characters that he casts spells.
It's not.
There's two of them.
There's two big wizards that are in the entire story. They are
the big fire monster in the first movie.
They're demons everywhere.
The wizards were the good guys, though.
Harry Potter.
Okay.
Harry Potter is a kid that is a wizard.
He's a good wizard.
Hermione is a girl that's a wizard.
But then you got the snake face dude. Like that dude's not serious.
Who? There's a giant spider in the Lord of the Rings movie. There's a giant demonic spider in Lord of the Rings movie.
In Harry Potter, there's literally a dude who pulls the back of his head off, and there's another face there. I'm not watching that mess. I'm not watching that. This dude was bro.
Did you watch Total Recall?
No.
You okay with you? You never seen Total Recall? Or Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I saw the new one.
Okay, so you okay with 3 boobs? You're not okay with 2 faces.
That ain't demons. That's not the demonic that I know of. Shoot.
Oh man, I tell you, this is hilarious to me, man.
Hey, listen, it's inconsistent, but it depends.
This is so really funny to me, man.
It's really just a feeling whenever I'm watching something and I'm like, nah.
I just never in my mind when I think of like Harry Potter, like I don't feel the spirit of the Lord within this.
Hey, it's
okay. I see. That's what I'm saying.
You shouldn't don't watch Doctor Strange and my
for real. How did you watch WandaVision? How are you watching WandaVision? He literally is reading Darkhold. She was. Did you watch
Did you watch What If?
That was the end of the show. The show started off as light and playful, and
did you watch What If though? But you should have. The minute you saw all that demonic stuff,
did you
turn the TV off?
Did you watch the episode with Agatha where the witches like burned her at the stake and all that stuff? Did you watch that episode?
I skipped it the first time, but I had to go back and watch it.
But you did watch it. So you skipped it. Yeah. You said I can't.
I'm not saying that.
Can I ask what you're afraid of?
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of anything. I don't want to play.
Yes, you are. There's a reason that you're not watching it. Because when I grew up and people said this,
Danny, you okay? I just find it funny.
When I grew up and people used to say this, the common lore was that if you watch those type of movies, the demons are gonna come through the movie and into your house and they're gonna get on you.
No, that's not it.
If you yawn, the demon can get inside you. If you the amount of things that I've heard people say in church.
A cemetery.
What?
My sister does that. My older sister.
I don't want to laugh at your sister, so I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute this.
And I
don't want to laugh at your sister because I don't know her.
For a long time. I did it for a long time when we passed past the cemetery. Hold my breath, but like, nah, it's not that for me, man. It's not. It's
okay.
I'm
good now. I'm good now.
I don't. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like the feeling. I don't like the feeling of being scared. I don't enjoy.
Yeah, but you watched Saw though.
Okay, but it's
Saw didn't scare you.
A jump scare is different than a feeling of an terror or presence around you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like the feeling of. I like what is it called? Thrillers. I like, you know.
So you're okay with
being on the edge of my.
You're okay with watching you're okay with watching evil people, but you're not cool with watching evil spirits.
Right. I don't enjoy that. I just don't enjoy it. And my wife doesn't enjoy it, so we don't do it.
It's weird. It's interesting to me. I'm not gonna use the term weird. It's interesting to me that you're okay with watching people commit.
I was about to say, what if the people are possessed by the demons?
That's the worst type. That's the worst kind.
So you think Jigsaw?
Would you watch a movie with somebody like let's say you watch what happens if you're watching a movie and dude killing people and then at the end of the movie you find out he's possessed by a demon?
That's different. Like I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I purposefully
avoid movies like that.
Yeah, I avoid movies like that. But I can watch a movie. I'm just not gonna choose to watch The Exorcism of Emily Rose over.
That's a good movie, by the way.
It was a good movie, and because it was based on a trial, because it was based around the trial, you know, of them talking about it, it wasn't as bad to me, even though there was exorcisms and stuff like that.
What about Passion of the Christ?
I don't understand that though.
What about Passion of the Christ?
See, that's where it falls apart for me, because you just said I don't like demons and demonic and everything like that. Don't. But you're okay with this because
that whole movie's about it
based off a real trial.
No. I'm saying that because it was presented in a way that the trial was the central focus of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like The exorcism.
Yeah, but within the trial, you witnessed her being
for sure.
acting as if she's possessed.
Yeah, and it bothered me for those, and I'm saying,
But
like
you,
I'm saying,
but
I'm
you
not
powered through though.
Yeah, I'm not scared. I'm like I said, I'm not scared of the stuff. I just don't enjoy the feeling of being scared. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not afraid of anything coming out of my TV. I'm not afraid that the ringer gonna come through, or that what was the 7 days one? The
Ring.
That was the ring. I'm not scared that stuff is actually happening because I believe in God. And I believe God is stronger than any. But I do believe that demons are real. So
But,
I'm not.
But you
I'm not
understand how you keep saying stuff that like you keep saying stuff that like,
but not
contradicts it.
No. It's like saying I'm not scared to. Okay, I can go outside and play with my kids, but I'm not gonna go play in the street because there's cars that drive in the street. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I would play in the street if there ain't no cars.
But this is okay.
If I'm in a cul-de-sac, and there ain't no cars coming.
Right, but we're gonna look out more if we're playing in the street.
Ain't no way in heck. Right? If this man said he don't do demons, he ain't watching Stigmata. If you saw Stigmata, there's
Emily
something
Rose
wrong.
Emily Rose is worse than Stigmata, bro. Like Stigmata is not even. Anyway,
wait, which one is Emily Rose? Emily is the little girl, or is it the old woman?
The one that Dexter's sister plays, Emily.
Definitely am not watching anything with little kids.
Oh, okay.
That's Emily Rose.
My wife loved that Orphan movie, and
dude, I love that. Was a great twist.
That was a
great
almost
twist.
made my list.
That definitely should have made.
That almost made my list. That's a great twist.
That was a really good one.
That was a great twist.
The only reason that
girl ain't was of the devil.
Yeah, the only reason that stuff bothers me so much is because I grew up with so much crap that black folks pass along to each other that's completely a lie. It's not in the Bible anywhere. People just made it up and keep telling each other that. So now you got a whole generation of people scared to step on a crack so they don't break their mother's back, don't split poles, don't walk under ladders, holding your breath when you go past a cemetery. There's going to be demons that come out the TV screen. I cannot tell you.
There's a lot though, because I remember I'm 78
the amount of things that I've heard. The only reason it bothers me so much is because the people that say it and that spread it treat you, because you read the Bible and know better, like you don't know what you're talking about. That's what drives me crazy about it, because they be saying that crap like it's gospel, and I be like, nigga, it's literally not in the Bible. It's not in the Bible anywhere.
There's stuff like I'm 7 Adventist, and for like years, and I'm talking like years, when I was younger, they were like, do not go to the movies. If you're 7, you are not going to the movies, like at all. Don't matter what the movie was. And then when I found out the reason why, they were like, oh, because movies used to be like whorehouses. Like there used to be prostitutes there. And no, it's true. There used to be prostitutes in movies long time ago. Long time ago.
Bless, bro.
And I was like, wait, that's where it started? And we just kept it going. I was like, man, I'm going to the movies. I never really cared. My mom wasn't like that. My mom was like, go to the movies. I don't care. But my friends' parents were like that. Like I remember we had to like be careful, and I'm putting all our business out. Whatever, we all 40. We had to like be careful when we were going to the movies. Because all right, we don't want nobody to see us. And I used to be like, yo, this is the stupidest thing in the world.
Look, that's what I'm saying. The
Robert's stupid.
Robert, that's a good point. That's a great point, Robert.
What movie theaters you going to, man?
Robert,
where you go to the movies, man?
Like I said, that's joint always. It's just always been a sore spot for me, because people just make up stuff and put the fear of God in people, not the fear of God actually, but put like all this nonsense out there that is complete BS. You know what I'm saying? Like Denny,
Denny has created this like in his head this methodology.
I know,
like you've like cultivated like this methodology. Well, here's what I'm saying. The reason why I'm saying it. But no, what I'm saying, the reason why I'm saying you have, because it is your own methodology because, as you just said, you could go watch Doctor Strange,
because some things fly,
but you can't watch Harry Potter, and you have reasoning behind why you not going to do one and you are going to do the other.
No,
I think ultimately,
we just went through this.
I think ultimately what he's trying to say.
That's what I have when I start to watch something. If I'm watching,
I was gonna say ultimately.
But you just said I watched the Exorcism of Emily Rose because it's based off. That's a methodology, dude. You have reasoning behind it.
I'm saying because when I'm watching it, I don't feel like it's about the demon. You know, like it's weird. I understand it's weird and it's different for each circumstances. But even with, like I said, we can normally watch, killer movies. So if we're watching, but when we're watching the Halloween movie and dude is, you know what I'm saying? Like there was something about it that made me feel like, yo, there's something extra to this. And I don't
So you don't watch the Friday the 13th movies?
No, not the ones that Rob Zombie put out. That's what I was about to say.
Not Halloween. Friday the 13th.
Oh, okay.
So you don't do Nightmare on Elm Street?
Nope.
What about Child's Play?
Definitely not messing with Chucky. Definitely not messing with Chucky, bro.
That's what I'm saying. To me.
What about Scream?
Oh, we like Scream. I took my kids to watch the newest Scream movie. It was.
You took. Wait. How old are your kids?
They asked to go. They wanted to go.
How old are your kids?
They're teenagers. They're 13 and 16.
That's just okay.
They wanted to go with their friend, and I was like, I'm not gonna let you go by yourself because I don't trust people in movie theaters. So I went, I tagged along, I sat down at the bottom and watched the movie. But Scream is
that's just crazy. It's such a different world, man. I can't imagine my mom coming to the movie theaters with me when I was a teenager. Like I promise you, that would have been the day that I argued with my mom like a grown up. Like that would have been the one day where I argue with her like a grown up. My mom don't want to come with me to the movie theaters.
I would have been very upset.
They didn't know I was there. I dropped them off, and then I was like, I snuck into the theater.
When I was a teenager, I used to take the bus to the movie theaters. I used to take when I had no car. I used to take the bus to the movie theater. But I know, like my wife will take the girls to the movies, and she might stay, she might not. Like it depends.
I do,
hey, buddy.
I want to say that I do.
I can't give you a little. I want to say hi to everybody. No. Okay. All right, then go talk to mommy. Then mommy can help you.
I do understand the watching certain movies and getting feelings thing. I understand that. Like, what I'm saying.
I'm trying to think if I've ever felt that way.
So it depends. So like Halloween 2 that Rob Zombie did. I've seen that movie.
I'm trying to remember, man, if I've ever felt like a movie and I was like, nah, dude, can't mess with this.
I've seen it 3 or 4 times. And the first time that I watched it, because me and my ex-wife are huge horror movie fans. So any horror movie that comes out, we were gonna watch it, period, even if it was trash. I hated watching the trash ones, but she wanted to watch it regardless. When we watch Halloween, now my ex-wife has spiritual gifts that she is not always like kind of go with, I guess would be the best way to say it. But but she's also very much so the type that's not she's not studying like the extra that people do when it comes to religious things. So when we watched the movie, we both when the movie went off, me and her were like, I don't know what we were like, I don't know what it is, but was that off to you? Like that? I don't know what that was or whatever. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna go say we didn't talk about it during the movie.
But I'm trying to think of a movie that made me feel that way.
Over, we were like, bro,
I'm sure there's one.
Like, so there's a few movies that I can point out that are like that. Halloween 2, I don't watch anymore. I can watch it, I just don't. Right?
I mean, I don't watch them because they're terrible.
Well, it's not great. But
I gotta rewatch it because it's bad.
I'm saying it from the standpoint of the spiritual part of it. Because like I said,
that's what I'm saying. Like I didn't feel anything because it's just another dude walking around killing people.
Yeah, but what Danny's talking about is like in the scenes. The guy that played
Rob
Michael
Zombie,
Myers in that movie,
Rob has his own.
Correct.
You know,
exactly.
Like I've never watched. I'll tell you a movie I've never watched.
Salem's Lot.
Which one is that?
It's an old.
Is that Stephen King? If it's Stephen King, I've probably seen it.
No, I think that is actually. I'm thinking.
I'll watch any Stephen King movie.
I'm thinking about the Devil's Rejects.
Yes, Devil's Rejects. I don't watch Rob Zombie because it's like it's just like torture porn. Like this dude got drilled in the foot or anything. Like I just don't.
When Lords of Salem came out, when I first saw the trailer for Lords of Salem, I was like, nope. that was when I immediately said on the trailer, I was like,
I'm not the audience for his movies. Like I just realized, like I've watched one of his movies, and I was like, you know what, I'm not. This ain't for me. And it's not because it's like demonic. Is like I said. You can only like smash somebody's face against something or, drill somebody's foot in so many times before I'm like, all right, dude, this is boring. Like somebody pointed out Hostel. Like Hostel to me.
Yeah, Hostel was
whack. That was whack.
It's tough to watch.
It was just like, it's just like, all right, man. All right. He drilled somebody.
Hereditary is the other. Hereditary is the movie.
I love Hereditary, dude.
Yeah, Hereditary is the movie that once I watched.
Danny, I want to watch. Danny, if I ever come to North Carolina, I'm gonna be like, yo, you want to watch this? Let's watch that new Spider-Man.
I won't let Danny watch Hereditary because I told my daughter as soon as I finish Hereditary. Okay.
I'm just gonna put it on. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, I got that dude, Doctor Strange."
It won't work. He already don't trust you. There's no way. There's no way.
His guard gonna be down. Don't worry, his guard gonna be down.
It won't.
I would do like I do with my wife. Like when I want my wife to watch a movie, and I know she ain't gonna when I got her to watch Train to Busan.
That joint's banging.
We were just in the living room, and I was like. And I just put it on the TV. And I know like she on her phone, so she ain't really paying attention. So I just put it on the TV. And then after a while, she just be like, and she just start watching it. That's what I'm gonna do with Danny. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it on all the screens in his
better, though. I think me and Anna are getting better because we did go to the movies and see Candyman. And Candyman is definitely a movie that we would not have gone to see years ago.
Did you like it?
I did like it.
So, Danny,
I will never watch it again, but I did enjoy it.
You liked it though.
Yeah, I thought it was a good movie.
We're not telling you to watch a movie 4 times. We just trying to watch. Hey, I'm gonna make a.
I'm not telling them to watch it at all. Danny, and Tiana have had this conversation.
You should watch Devil's Advocate. Watch Devil's Advocate. No, it's a good movie. It's got a great message.
In the title.
He is watching that movie. 1, because there's demons in it. 2, because there's butt nakedness in it. It ain't happening, bro.
Oh, you don't do any nudity? It can't be no sex scenes whatsoever.
Not a lot. I mean,
man, so you must have hated Eternals.
That's why I'm saying he can't watch Game of Thrones. That's another reason he watched Game of Thrones yet.
Nobody was naked in Eternals, but there was a love scene in it.
We was watching. It's not like that. It's just it can't be gratuitous. It's like Game of Thrones. Watch the first episode. I sat down with my wife and I said, "Yo, people are saying this show is great. Let's watch it." Literally 5 minutes into the show, Peter Dinklage is having an orgy with random white women all over the place, and I'm like, "Why?"
It's just
because they're establishing the fact
naked women before.
2 minutes later, the brother is
Jamie and Cersei. Yes.
And he's talking about Daenerys.
Oh, okay.
Remember the scene with the brother? Yeah. That's just a naked woman. You've seen them before.
It's not because we just watched The General's Daughter with John Travolta. And
that's right. There's that whole scene at the end where she's laid out naked.
It's all through the movie, but it's for the plot. Like if it's gratuitous, I'm not watching.
It's for the plot of Game of Thrones.
No,
it's the same thing.
It establishes characters.
It's telling you who the characters are.
It does, though. The whole scene with Daenerys and her brother is establishing that he's abusive towards her.
Yes, to the umpteenth
and
degree.
He's treating her like cattle.
So that once you see the arc, once you see the arc
right.
for her character, it makes a world of difference.
Right.
Because it's one thing to say, oh, she's low, she's below her brother, or she doesn't feel up to him.
Right.
It's another thing to show it in all ways. Just the same as like slaves. You know what I'm saying? Slaves, you can show slaves being slaves, but there's degrees to slaves being slaves. Like that's why when people watch 12 Years a Slave and see Lupita get got by the master, that's a hard scene to watch. It's one thing to see,
but she wasn't buck naked. Like she wasn't.
Okay, what about what's her name was butt naked in Django?
Yep.
Kerry Washington.
And that was, I mean, in the hot box.
But so was what's his name was naked too.
Django.
You're making a point for us.
No, I'm saying, but I'm saying it's not gratuitous. It's for there was.
I'm not saying that. Okay, number one, I'm not saying there isn't gratuitous nudity in Game of Thrones because there obviously is. There obviously is, and we salute them. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. But I don't care. Hey, listen, I'm a red-blooded heterosexual man. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. So I just saying you should give it a chance. Like I know you don't like certain aspects of it, but just give it a chance, man.
But not the first.
Wait, you watch Old Boy, right?
The first for Old Boy was so bruh. Me and my wife watched that, and like it really hurt the movie. I was like, "Yo, this." But
I'm just saying, you survived.
No,
like, you've watched certain movies.
Again,
hold on. What I'm saying is, hold on. But Danny, give me a second. You've watched movies where you claim that were not claim. You watched movies where you said you felt like a spirit that you didn't like, right?
Sure.
Like you felt it. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Right. You've watched it like all the way through.
Yeah.
And nothing happened.
It ain't gonna happen. I'm not scared that anything is going to happen.
You just don't like feeling that feeling.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't enjoy when people like Morgan will play.
I won't mess with you.
What was that game? Dead Space, right? You remember you used to play Dead Space, right?
Yep.
That's a game that you enjoy. You enjoy the scariness of going through that stuff. I don't enjoy the feeling of being scared. I can't find any enjoyment.
By demons.
There's a certain
demonic force. Yeah, but you just said you watch like a killer movie. Like you watch Scream. You're okay with jump scare.
The part of the movie.
Anything that has to do with spirits, he's gonna have an issue.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like he's okay with being jump scared, but he's not okay with being like spiritually scared.
Yes, but I know a lot of people like that. I know a lot of people that
I do too. I just think it's funny.
If it has something to do with demons, they out. If it has something to do with ghosts, they out. But especially if it has something to do with demons.
Then I'm gonna tell you a movie to watch.
He's not gonna Visit. Watch it. Yeah, that's not bad.
M. Night Shyamalan, The Visit.
It's not bad. It's not. It doesn't
no
have
Wikipedia. It. No demons. No nothing. Go on and watch The Visit. You can watch The Visit. You can watch. Hey, you know who had a great twist, and it was going to be on my list. Have you ever seen Arlington Road?
No.
Watch that movie, dude. Watch that movie. I ain't even going to tell you about it. Watch that. I could give you a bunch of them. Memento.
Jackson.
What'd you say?
I seen Memento.
Memento is a great twist. Great twist.
Bro, I can't believe y'all talk about.
Oh, Danny, watch The Game. Have you seen The Game?
That the one with the girl who I think I have seen that.
Well, Michael Douglas.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Okay.
That was a good plot twist. Yeah.
That's my personal favorite plot twist. It didn't make my list. It's like 5B, but that's my personal favorite. Hey, we could have did Primal Fear is a good twist.
Nobody said
Planet of the Apes.
That was a good one.
That's a classic.
That was
I thought about Primal Fear.
I mean, well, the original and the remake.
The Prestige was a great twist.
I thought about Primal Fear. I thought about
Scream is a great twist.
I thought about putting Hereditary on.
Would y'all consider
The
Truman Show?
No, not really, because you know what it is when you go in.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't see that. That's why I said I looked at the list differently. To me, if like Gone Girl had a twist, but it's more so.
That's
like,
a good twist.
Gone Girl has mad twists in it. To me, Get Out, y'all are saying that you knew the whole time the girlfriend was in on it. I don't know how, but I mean,
well, no, because this is why I say we knew the girl was in on it, because remember the scene where he finds the little cubby hole and then he goes through the pictures. Like, that's telling you the girl is in on it.
Yeah, but that's the plot. That's my point. That's a twist.
I think you kind of understand. I think the
premise of the movie though was that the whole plot of the movie was that he was going somewhere that he was going to have to escape from. So he was against them the whole time. The first scene of the movie was
not
the
his
dude
girlfriend
trying to leave. Okay. If we didn't know that the girlfriend was still having,
you didn't know the girlfriend was. You didn't know the girlfriend was in on it. You didn't know that the grandparents were the servants.
That's a better twist. That's a twist. I'm not saying. Hold on. Time out. I'm not saying that they're not twists. Like, it is a twist. Like, it's a twist that you find out that the grandparents are actually the thing. It is, because
how, Danny? So you knew that the whole time? You're telling me you knew they were the grandparents?
I'm not saying that you knew it the whole time. That was the plot of the movie, though. Like, that's
no, Danny, you're wrong on that though. But that's an actual twist though, because when you're watching the movie, you don't know that you knew something's wrong with the two characters, but you don't know what it is until you find out. Oh, then it's a twist. What it is.
No, you don't know what it is. And you don't know. The twist is that you don't suspect it. The twist is that you don't suspect.
Okay, I see what you mean. Okay. All right.
I didn't suspect.
I don't agree with that, but I get what you're saying.
I didn't suspect that Bruce Willis was a ghost in the sixth sense.
Until that's what he's saying, though. That's the difference, though.
That's a
twist.
He's
saying, okay. I see what Danny's saying. Danny is saying we knew something was wrong with these two characters, and then you find out what it is. Yeah. Now,
we knew they were weird.
He doesn't,
Yeah.
We knew they were weird.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And he's saying that Bruce Willis, we never suspected that anything was wrong with
that
Bruce
he was
Willis.
A ghost. We never expected.
Like, they gave you, like, after the fact, obviously, you're like, oh, yeah. But when you're watching the movie, you don't really realize until, boom. Like, to me, like, I get what he's saying. The twist is, I didn't expect this. Boom. Here it is.
I agree with that. I just think to say that going into the movie that you knew the girlfriend was in on it is a lie. I think
you may have been suspicious of her from the beginning, though.
I personally was because you're black,
right?
But that's the point of the movie, though.
That's why it's not.
But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is sometimes, to me, there are multiple twists in the movie.
No, there are twists in the movie. I just don't think. I think, to me, the grandparents thing is more of a twist than the daughter, because I think I think at a certain point you kind of go, yeah, if all of them are jacked up, she's probably jacked up.
When she couldn't find the keys, and then all of a sudden, even look like it. When then all of a sudden,
I think we all knew, though, because you saw the pictures.
Because you saw the pictures upstairs, but before
the pictures, so it doesn't become a twist anymore, though.
But the TSA dude showing up is more of a twist to me, because
all of those are twists. When I was saying it earlier, y'all acted like I was saying something.
No, I just don't think it's like number one twist. Like.
Well, I told you I looked at my list differently. I was going by what did the movie have a twist in it, and how good was the movie. There are movies that have twists in them that are trash that weren't going to go on my list.
Yeah,
I almost put 7 on my list, but the only reason 7 didn't make my list is because the only reason 7 is not number 5 at least is because it's been too long since I saw it. I remember what the twist is, but it doesn't resonate the same because I have not just watched it. I went to watch Primal Fear. Primal Fear should have been on there.
7 is a fantastic twist.
I know, but what I'm saying is I didn't put it up because y'all always accuse me because
her head was in the box.
His wife's head was in the box.
Nobody was thinking that when they were driving him out, that he was driving him out there. As soon as that dude came up, you had no idea what was happening. It wasn't until he said, he started talking about his wife. Then you're like, oh snap.
So, but was that the plan of was that the villain's plan from the beginning though?
Yes.
Like
he wanted the villain planned it like that to make him be the seventh sin, to make Brad Pitt's character be the seventh sin of wrath.
Okay, it's been a
like
while.
Like I said, to me is I agree with Danny to a degree, but there are twists that like give you clues leading up to it, and then there's a twist. But I like, like the Mist to me is a great twist.
Yes,
like,
it is.
I wasn't expecting it, and that was oh man, like I can't believe.
Yeah, that crap broke my head.
Like the Usual Suspects is another one where it's like they give you the clues all the way through it, but you're not really putting two and two together until you get to the end. And then you put two and two, or Fight Club. Fight Club is a great twist.
I just don't like Fight Club, but
I
don't like Fight Club. I tried to like it. I tried to like it, but I don't know.
Why don't you like Fight Club?
I like the analysis of Fight Club better than I like it. But anyway,
you don't like it either.
I see y'all. I like the analysis of the movie better than I like the movie. But I'll catch y'all next week, man. I appreciate y'all.
Wow. You don't like?
I don't think it's a great movie. I thought about putting Once Upon a Time in Hollywood up there.
I don't know. I never saw that. I could have put The Others on there.
Yeah, The Others.
That's a great twist.
Ex Machina. The only reason I didn't put Ex Machina up there because I love that movie, but I can't say that people that watch AI.
I'm not sure if I would call that a twist though.
Well, but that's my point. That's what I'm saying. When you're watching a movie about robots and AI, all of us are trained pretty much from all the movies we've seen not to trust the robot. So
I mean, I was gonna put Dark City.
I don't think I've seen that.
Dark City, that's a great movie. I'm not.
10 Cloverfield Lane. I thought about 10 Cloverfield Lane. I love that movie too, especially because I didn't know what
was a weird twist, man. I wasn't really. I don't know about that twist.
I just when she went up top and saw because to me
I can't remember the Invasion of the Body Snatchers ending. Honestly, can't remember.
The dope part to me about 10 Cloverfield Lane was you didn't know the whole time whether it was actually real in the first place. So
right, I get you.
Once she gets out and realizes it is real, but then we're all left with what the freak is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like I thought that was dope. Like that was a really good job.
Yeah, but it was like I don't know. It was weird because it was like he was right, but he wasn't right at the same time.
Yeah, $1 Million Baby was another one I thought about too. But
I haven't seen that yet.
You wildin'. I thought
actually that's not true. That's not true. I've seen pieces of it.
I thought about $1 Million Baby, but it didn't have $1 Million Baby. To me, would have been the same. It would have been in a similar vein to Gone Girl.
Gone Girl is great.
Gone Girl is one of the that movie is amazing. Because you talking about horrifying. Gone Girl is about to be number one because I don't know too many situations I can think of that's more horrifying than that. That crap was horror. That's a horrifying situation to be in. This woman crazy and she pretty much entrapped you too. Talking about I'll never hurt you, man. I'll be dog. I'm not sleeping in this house with you.
No, she wouldn't have kept me.
I'm telling you.
I still say the end of that movie. I'm like, nah, dude.
Listen, I was horrified. That movie.
Listen. What we gonna do is we gonna get a parental test as soon as you drop that baby,
bro.
I can't.
That
chick was crazy.
Yeah, that movie scares. That movie's premise scares the bejesus out of me because
she was like super duper crazy. Like,
but the only reason I put
smartest woman on earth crazy.
Yeah, the only reason I put a Get Out above it is because it's so many different. It's a perfect film in my eyes. I mean, so many. It has a twist in there. It has twists in there. It has, like I said, if it was up to the biggest twist, then I would have just put Saw as number one. Nobody saw Saw as number one coming, bro. Saw and shit have to be in your top five.
Usual Suspects to me is one of the best.
The only reason Usual Suspects didn't make it is because I didn't think it was like as an overall like great movie or like one that I love like that. I think it's a pop culture joint. Like if we had said iconic, then I would have had to put it up there.
Unbreakable to me is one of the greatest twists.
Unbreakable, yeah. Unbreakable.
Nobody saw Samuel Jackson being a bad.
Unbreakable was definitely one. Unbreakable was one. Split's one. But
Split
you
really a twist?
You got to put Split behind Unbreakable.
Split a twist though.
The twist is the end when Bruce Willis is there.
Yeah, but that's not a twist though. That's
exactly. That's why I didn't put it on the list.
I wouldn't use that. I could think of a lot better. I was gonna put Psycho, even though it's been a long time since I've seen it, and to me,
I said iconic. If this is iconic, Psycho, Star Wars, Usual
Scream
Suspects.
was a good twist too, though. Like if we're being real, Scream was a great twist.
Yeah.
Like Billy being the killer.
Yeah,
like they took you off the scent of that real quick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's if we said iconic plot twist movies, then I would have had to put those movies up there.
And Orphan, honestly, Orphan was a great twist, dude. I mean, there's a really lot of twists, man. There's a lot of them.
Orphan was really good.
The Prestige was a great twist. I love. Now you see me. I don't know.
I don't know about that. Robert,
you don't get an iconic twist without it being good, though.
Because Saw 1 is not a great movie. It's just the twist just blows your head off. So like everything else is so. Everything. Are
you saying an iconic movie, a good movie?
He said you
don't. Is that what he's saying?
I think he's saying you don't. The twist wouldn't be iconic if it wasn't in a good movie. I think is what he's saying.
You know what? That's actually a good point. I can't think of a bad movie that had a great twist. Like, honestly, can't for the life of me think of a bad movie that has
a good twist.
I can't.
Saw is iconic, but Saw 1 is a good movie though. I'm not saying that it wasn't a. That's what I'm saying. I put it on the list where I did because it's not as good as Gone Girl. It's not as good as Get Out. It has a better twist, but I'm not gonna put it up above those movies because they're better films and they also have twists in them. For me, like I said, if people knew Old Girl was in on it too and Get Out, I'm not saying I'm dumb and like they completely caught me out of left field completely as a black man in America, but there was a reason that people reacted in the theater to that to Get 'Em Grandpa.
I think people were like hoping that she wasn't in on
exactly because the entire movie is getting set up like especially like when they talk out by the lake and she's like, all right, let's go home, let's get out of here. You know what I'm saying? You're praying. You know what I'm saying? You're praying that they're going to be able to get out, and you don't. But that's what I'm saying. To say that you knew the whole time, the get out could have been for them too. You know what I'm saying? Like especially once you see the dinner party. Once you see the party, it could have been them too trying to get out. Because she really was for him. She really did love him. She really did.
I don't know. In my mind, I felt like everybody was in on it. I was like, everybody's in on it. And then there were moments within the movie where they kind of make you doubt it.
Yeah, multiple times.
Right, but doubting it and being like, you know what I'm saying? Like then when they showed the picture, then you're like, yeah, this chick is in on it. So when you get to the scene. When you get to the scene where she's like fumbling for the keys, I think everybody was like,
whatever. Yeah, you knew because you saw the pictures. But the coagula, there's so many deeper, those are different things because they're not necessarily twists. It's not necessarily a twist. But one of the most brilliant things I think he did in that movie was to use the so she was using his childhood trauma against him. You know what I'm saying, to hypnotize him, but then he ends up using cotton to stuff his ears so that she can't hypnotize him again at the end. Like it's little stuff like that I freaking just I love in that movie. And there's so many little moments, you know what I'm saying, like that in the movie that add up to it being such a freaking epic film. The coagula procedure, like the that's what I'm saying. For me, it had a twist, but it's such a freaking iconic movie. In my head, I can't think of a first movie that somebody's done that's more. What's the joint? A Quiet Place is up there. A Quiet Place is up there. I mean, him and Jordan for a first movie, and you hit with and you drop those two as your first. My God, you know what I'm saying? You talk about an envious. Oh my God.
You know, I think on a totally another time. I think I am going. I'm gonna try if I can afford this flight. I might have to stay at somebody's house for like a night. I might fly up on Tuesday and then do a show real quick. We gotta do at least one live show. I was really hoping to come to the Comic-Con in a couple weeks where we could have done one.
You talking about HBCU con?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it still bothers me. But,
I mean, if you can get into Heroes Con, I mean, we'll be at Heroes Cons too, and I've never been.
When is Heroes Con again?
June.
I think I reached out by Heroes Con and they were like they're full. They put me on a waiting list.
Yeah, but I think Greg was on there too, and he got in, so it's possible. Yeah, I was excited.
If they reach out, but it's still like they're pricey. Like their Artist Alley booth is pretty pricey. $325. That's not bad. It's actually
it's $3 something.
What do you call it? Is
Dragon
Con's like $500.
Yeah, I about to say, but it's like a 5-day con, ain't it?
Yeah, but I would make that easy. Like if I'm trying to get there to Dragon Con, I make Dragon Con back pretty easy.
Sound like a plan, Rob. Yeah, I was excited about this list because it gave me an excuse to go back and watch good movies. And I rewatched Get Out the other day, and it's been a while. I told myself I'm going to watch Get Out like at least twice a year from now on, like for years.
That's too much. I like it, but I don't. It's not. You hold it in a higher esteem than I do. Like I think it's a really good movie.
I do, but it's because I envy Jordan's writing style, and the way that he directs things because the way that he presents his stories and ideas is very much so in the same vein that I want to do it. Like I said, I've said this about Jordan Peele, Tommy Adeyemi, Ryan Coogler are three huge inspirations for like when I start to make films, being able to present the information and the ideas that I want to be able to portray, but making sure that I do them in a sleek way, in a subliminal way, in an upfront way, you know what I'm saying, to deal with certain issues, or have you watching something completely different that you have no idea that you're taking in, you know, those type of concepts. So to me, they're really good at doing that type of storytelling. Donald Glover and his brother, because Atlanta this season is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go watch.
If they don't win an award, I'm gonna slap somebody. Atlanta's had really great seasons. This so far is the best one to me, because you know the Teddy what's.
Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing, man. Because I only watched the first 2 episodes.
No, I'm not telling you anything. I'm talking about in past seasons. In the past season, the Teddy I can't remember Teddy Perkins. The Teddy Perkins episode is such a iconic episode for Atlanta. That one, Florida Man. But this season is.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. I've been heads down on this this Kickstarter that I'm trying to put together for May. So that's let y'all know. Get it right. I'm gonna have it. Hopefully, I can have it more information on it really soon. It's a one-shot book. This is all exclusive stuff. Whatever. It's a one-shot book, 32 pages, full color, new character that I'm going to be debuting. Actually, you've seen it. If you've seen me post, it's called Strong, 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 and number 0. So if you like, trying to think, if you like Wonder Woman, if you like powerful female characters, this is definitely right up your alley.
Oh, that's the one that you showed us the pages of. That crap.
Yeah.
Looks great. That crap looks really good, bro.
So I'm definitely gonna have a Kickstarter for it.
It looks really good, bro.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. So I was gonna give y'all a taste tonight, but I can't do it. Not yet. I gotta finish some things up. But yeah, so I've been so heads down in that, and then doing these two podcasts. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have hopefully I don't butcher his name. I've been butchering his name for a while. Alvern Ball.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Alvern Ball this Thursday on the Stoke podcast. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good conversation. We're back on the horse after a brief vacation. So everybody tune in. So it's been super busy. And like I said, I'm going to be, yes. Now I'm going to, how do you pronounce it? Diaspora?
What?
Diaspora.
Diaspora?
Diaspora. It's an event called DiasporaCon. And Quinnipiac University, North Haven campus. It's comics and graphic novel conference with a lot of Black creators. Joe Young, actually Michael Jai White is going to be there. Yeah. So this Saturday from 12 to 6, I will be there. So come on through if you're in the area. I hope to see you all. I'm giving y'all my whole itinerary right now. And then, free comic book days coming up.
Okay.
So I'm going to be somewhere. I'll let y'all know where soon.
Danny, I'll make sure I get the house clean and done on this one too. Danny was supposed to launch the Kickstarter for Ace Blade number 6, Cream. Cash rules everything around me. He was supposed to launch that on the 22nd. He has actually moved that up, and I think he is launching it. I think he announced earlier that he's launching it tomorrow. It's either tomorrow or Thursday on Chat and Draw with Mike. They're going to launch live at 8:00. So if people haven't already hit the followers page, we put it on the group page. It's on our page.
That Ace Blade, y'all.
It's on my page. It's on Danny's page. I plan to send out the surveys for Lumberjacks, the number 3, at the end of this month. It might be before that because I'm about done. I just gotta fit some things for the back kit thing. But I plan to send that out. Guida is getting ready to start pouring through the pages in the next week or so. He said so. That's good news. I announced that Wally's working on Harlem number 1. So he's working on that. Got the first 5 pages. Looking forward to seeing the rest of that. I think Harlem is going to be a hit. The podcast, the Super Shorts podcast. For the 6 episodes, we have to edit through some things. We might have Dana and Alan Z. They've offered to audition for some roles on the show, so that's dope. Me and Danny got to fit that in and see what characters to get them in on. But I can't say it enough. This season, I'm very proud of. You know what I'm saying? Me and Danny co-wrote it, and we do have plans to at some point turn that joint into a graphic novel. Everything in the universe is canon, for those that don't know. So at some point in time, this has already happened in the universe, or it is going to happen, or things in our comics are going to take place after it. Just like Marvel, like everything's tied together, all of it's canon. And I can't wait for people to see where it ties in because it's a very big season. There's a lot going on in there. Think people have been looking forward to Jats and Ace Blade Guffin, and I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'll just say Jats and Ace Blade are both heavily in this season, but I won't put a date out there for when we're launching it because I don't know yet.
One more. I'm gonna be at Terrificon in Mohegan Sun this July, end of July. I will be at Terrificon. I know it's a big that I just got that locked down. And I'm trying to do Fan Expo Boston, which is a couple weeks after that. So con season's coming, man. I'm gonna be at a few places. I'll let y'all know where I'm gonna be. But this Saturday at the Diaspora Con, and I butchered that again. I will do kind of a Stoke podcast live for a little bit from there. So I'll let you know. You'll see the info for that soon. But I got to run, y'all.
All right, man. We appreciate y'all for coming through again. We'll announce the topic sometime soon. If you haven't already voted, go vote. And if you haven't already subscribed, go subscribe. YouTube, go to YouTube, Fourth Wall Comics. We've got a playlist up there so you never miss an episode, but just go ahead and subscribe so you can get the reminder. Thank y'all for rocking with us, man. It's going to be our 40th episode next Tuesday. Looking forward to it. We'll announce the topic. If you haven't already joined our group on Facebook, Top 5 Live on Facebook. It's Top 5 Live Nation on Facebook. We have a group. I think we're like 270, somewhere around there right now, members. And we have, cool conversations during the week, but also the show is posted there and people can interact and have good conversations. Appreciate y'all, man. Love you. Thank you for coming through. We'll see y'all next week.